Hi, today I'll bring to you 5 key things or more critical things that have worked great for me and have worked great for people whom I work with. I have coached innumerable people in the last 20 years or little more than that. The basic thing that I have always seen is that for people who does good to others, definitely good comes back to them. Now when I say that doing good to others, good comes back, what does it mean? Many of you may counter me stating that no, I know so and so person who have been very good, but with that person good never happened. Don't try to be situational. Always try to put an endeavor that you will be doing as much as good possible to others. Everyone may not recognize your goodness. Everyone may not return you back your goodness. That's absolutely alright. But you will have still many more people who will recognize and return your goodness. But more important, the larger story is that if you do good to others, good will definitely come back to you in multifold way. So the main piece that I want to build out here is that do not get too much bogged down that, hey, I have done so much good to them, I have done so much good to him, I have done so much good to her, but see how he or she or them does back to me. Don't worry. If you have 10 people who are not returning back to you the good that you have done, there will be 100 more people who will return back the good that you have done. Because you are not doing to get anything in return. You are just doing because you believe that good have to be done. The first and foremost important thing. The second important thing, what I have been preaching consistently is that the morning ritual works. People who really know how to wake up early in the morning can accomplish much more than people who do not wake up in the early mornings. Now when I say that, when you wake up early in the morning, try to invest some time for yourself before you actually start getting to the errands. And people who are early risers, they have so much good amount of energy in terms of extra time and multifold activities more, that it have always been found that the morning ritual works much better than people who wakes up at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 10 o'clock. And mind you, when I say morning, it's morning. It's not that today is Saturday, we can sleep till late. Today is Sunday, you have privilege to sleep till late. No. It's your discipline to ensure that morning means morning, and you need to know that once you wake up in the morning, either you do exercise or you start your errands, do your yoga, do your meditation, whatever. But the morning errand must be a morning. The next most important thing is that be grateful. I have seen many people who have got so many things in their life, but the most important thing is that they miss the power of to be grateful. If you'll encounter multiple people for whom you may have done so many things, but those people will still creep back to you and point out, hey, you have not done that for me, you have not done this for me, and the same behavior they will do for many more people. Now that's where they are not really grateful, and the sense of not being grateful actually builds lot of pessimism from the universe, and ultimately you do not tend to get what you actually could have got. So the third important thing is that try to understand the power of gratitude. Try to be grateful for whatever that you have got from whomsoever it may be. It's an art, it's a practice, it's an exercise that you need to do. You need to learn how to actually start being grateful for everything. How many of you really are grateful that the sun rises? How many of you are really grateful that you have a great friend? How many of you is really grateful that you know someone who may not have done so much good for you, but you're still grateful? How many of you are still truly grateful that you have got some benefit from someone? Many of you forget that. And just because you forget that, the universe conspires to ensure that you too do not get what you desire or deserve to get. Now, when you combine these basics, you will see that you build a terrible, good, positive powerhouse. The next important thing is that learn to forgive and forget. It's so much very critical that you need to know how to forgive and forget whatever incidents that may have caused you harm, whatever incident that may have bothered you, whosoever the person that may have caused problem for you, or many more. I have got multiple situations in my life where I have encountered people who may not have been good to me, who may not have been congenial to me, and many situations. But if I hold those back, do I gain anything? Or rather, if I send them a vibration of positivity and love, I gain much more things, or at least it gets neutralized. Now, it's very important to ensure the power to forgive and forget. If you start practicing this, you'll see that you'll start believing this. And the moment you start doing it, you'll see that so much of good fragrance comes back to your life. You remove those things from your mind and your mind starts getting and filled with fresh things. That is where we always say that do not hurt back anyone. Do not do incorrect things to anyone. Do not try to create problems for others. But the most important thing is forgive and forget. And when you know how to forgive and forget in peace, you will see that you will get so much amount of bliss within yourself. And moment you start getting bliss within yourself, you will see that whatever incidents, whatever situations, nothing really bothers you. And moment you try to get in those kind of situation, you will find that your surrounding is not only becoming much more happier, but more important is that your surrounding makes you and builds more inner peace for you, which is much more important. If you get more inner peace, you will see that your eyes gets brighten up, your mental stability increases, you have better decision making powers, and many more such kind of things. Always keep in mind, the most important thing which I always suggest to others is that be helpful to others. A good leader is always helpful to others. If you are truly and genuinely helpful to others, don't worry if the person in front of you does not recognize your help. Even if you are helping 100 people, you will get 10 people who will say, hey, he didn't try to help me. Hey, I know him so much, but he didn't came to my help. That's all right. But that does not allows you to stop helping others. You need to continue the journey of being a person who should be helpful and lending your hand to others as much as possible. Trust in me, if you follow these 5-6 basic mantras which I have seen over years together have worked great for me, had worked great for some of my friends who have listened to me, and have worked great for people whom I work with very closely, you will understand and see that not only that you build a better world for yourself, but you also build a better world around yourself. Thank you so much and wish all of you a great life ahead.